okayfm 101.7.
Kwaku Techidu no friend say Obama. Now we executive secretary Alliance for Food Soldiers Advocacy. Now you don't know twetwen komo. So Obama opoku asem mu ache.
Minia Kwame Nkrumah kesi awi ache. Anope meje woso. Meje disa wo ye.
Me hu ye pa na wo so
nyame adaro mane mo mpaibo. Yenye nso ye be ne den sa na aba nti. Ye be fa ne sa.
You twi no de ayeta ka se kremo dark na wo se abasa. Abasa. Na MPP amanyuko moko okon anim wa abatrum anye yie nanso so abrabọ de nipa se wa de ehwiegu a na na hu ne hyehyɛ na mo de krata aba bonten afa ho na krata ne de ne wo obi nsikiro dododo ematoa
yo anope de medical afa wafidie so na medi ntie mo den ama wotiefo ye okay atiefo nyina na ye de so nso medi ama MPP fo nyina mo Ghana hase yo mutie yen nini ya ubisa mi a na ye tiawa nanu ye last Saturday December 7 na Ghana fo ye koto aba na obia ehwe nani ohwe yi enim se enka yewura Dr. Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia yebeto abana mano nanka wabeye mampanyi na wotimi de Ghana akosi baby pa nanso fofie antoata na odware abamo Ghana fo koto abano na akoba ne se ye nenye ne yepe ene kobaye ni nyina ne se MPP edi ncho na we na yatnasia na obroni bese ya ye postmortem analysis Alliance for Food Soldiers Advocacy ayebi MPP mu akutini ye pa ya ye postmortem analysis na postmortem analysis no ya ne ekotwa nyina ye krata ne tofa bomu nyina ne se abato ya ye ko ya ye ni nkunim no ho sugo nyina ye kekere a ne ya de suwa no yewura mampanyin na adodan kwa Akufo Addo amprempre ono ne Ghana mampanyin ye MPP for Food Soldiers na de yentimi mo bia so apart from na adodan kwa Akufo Addo enesen ninia abato yi unim se abato de wo kwa won se ya waye wo ye party in power won se ya wo ne amanfo no betina wo ne ye bia obeda na di no ni nyina ka ho bi na se amanfo no beto aba ma wa omo begina so na eniema bebre na ye complaining wo ho especially the second term of this government, it's 2021 ever. Na sebi o complainia na yera mampanyi sebi wabo mi fi taduku nti o kakura na we yi nani ato nkyɛn onya ho hwee ene ye de hu complaining kakran ya yetimi se ya bonso a ye kanokura no so o ka na ye de watu tankruwa mu na ya blacklisted nti obi na behu kura na obu wanitie wemu wanitie a na chese wemu na nim tum but yesi kukuram so mfere so obesi ohune so a wo so mfere so obedai wodi asawa ebesi so emredu se ye be premu ni aka no kura kire yewura mampanyi Akufo Addo se waye bia jai waye bia ye ni abrema beye bi na oni obeye na waye no MPP sabi this is the worst defeat that we can think of as far as being in power is concerned. Nina say, ya na metesa man for your analysis. This President, former President Akufo Addo 1996 or contest here, and the result of Nya Kran and Nubabia. What they forget is that time J. Akufo was an opposition leader. He was not in government. So you person you fair to the analysis. Let's start from the year 2000. MPP Sunya Kwan Ebedi Abainso. In the year 2000, the core election, there was a runoff. But the subsequent one, we won. Straight up. 2004, we won. Then we lost in 2008. Even in 2008, when he Nana Akufo Addo, or your presidential candidate, my MPP, the first one, LED, I know, winning with 49.something%. Vote kakre bi keke na ke yakro so ni nya saying 50+1 ena run of ekobaye and okolusia. Even with the laws no kura, he didn't come down beyond or below what do you call it, 47%.
Mamusa question.
Me pesa me born hand talk.
Okay, Pacho.
And he did 2012 election. 2012 election. We still maintain our 47%, even though we thought that the election was fraught with some irregularities in the Supreme Court. And he did about 2016. 2016, then we won with 53%. Now, after yet, so I work power. You put government in power, party in power. In your coalition, we only ended up with a paltry 41%. This is incredible. This is untenable. This is unacceptable. This cannot in any way represent the dreams, aspirations of the New Patriotic Party. And we take strong exception to the conduct of the president in power. That is Nana Danko Akufo Addo. Ni be a waya me ba be outlining one by one.
Me ba ansana e beba ho no. Party a wo mu no en shedan kotena ase empty committee and the reasons why you lost. Na no are you not jumping the gun?
Sabi election ya yekoya ye lose sabi we ni yare enye yare we no da we ni so clear wu hia obi se obesi utrodo and na we mu say we yetoa. We know what went wrong. And don't forget, sir, we are speaking from the full soldiers' perspective. Now, full soldiers, yani waimo. Yana amount for na mode biya. Me meni ukase minam kantaman to baby na makojina baby na meni dinkomwe. Baby yenam. I mean, we meet people, the ordinary people now. Omutuabana. Yani omunam. So when we are speaking, we know what we are speaking about. Unlike the people who ride in their V8, as I read they don't know what is going on now. What does it? So we know what we are talking about. So forget about the fact that MPP constitute a committee no Koran. Don't forget, sir, even committee no Koran. These are the same people Obabeba and also near Kanukre Achrom. So ya say anopa ye can committee no omumra. In some media ye can raise red flags ye can ya want to be any ma and me or mama to mean ashre no. Ye the case your money view. And if we have to do press conference and reiterate our point for the whole world to know, say, party no baby, a party no could do ye ne kobone, ye can your money and only ye ne. Yeah, they say, election ya ye call ye. So we call election. Nothing. 2 years before the election. Finance minister and Ghana for complain say Mr. President only you cousin Ghana sika semon enkoye menu ka say post COVID-19 baby ye ewiase fa na baby even Britain so obekaya their exchequer Kwesi Kwarteng was even removed as their finance minister. Oko Canada finance minister, in fact, you can mention so many countries finance ministers. They had to sack them because it may not be exactly their doing, but COVID-19 impact in the buying. It takes some trend in order to restore investor confidence. Alabama businesses, economy, you have to clear off your finance minister. What happened in the case of Ghana? You can't man penny no way in near to 10 7 I say penny away from a bonnet. Now, after you have your own MPs, members of parliament, I organize a press conference. As we didn't see Ghana Bakose Mukrada. They organized press conference and called on the president to fire his cousin or the finance minister. What did the president do? And then he gave some flimsy excuses, say, Yako IMF, and that Yen China IMF, no, after the IMF negotiations near there. And even after the IMF negotiations, his cousin was still holding on to the office of the finance minister. Now, Ufi said Ghana for Sabi, Omo Roman Kosoro. They were just waiting for the opportunity to go and cast their vote so that they will show this government or this party where power lies. And that is one of the contributory factors to keep Ken Ofori-Atta in position as finance minister. Sabi, this is a party of intellectuals. This is a party that prides itself with the slogan, we have the men. Now we have the men, After the finance minister, one person, was kept in power for almost 7 years. Now, Sabi ade ni drega wie ya bibia say wie no na wa political test. Now I can say, and no crime, you still put him in charge of an international kind of position. Say, only the international market. I mean, for Christ's sake, who does this? And you expect the people to forgive you? That is one. Two, when it came to appointees, we complained, ministers, deputy ministers, CEOs, MMDCs, Mr. President, you reshuffle, Mr. President, Maminia, Sebi, party, your membership, we are in excess of 6 million. We are in excess of 6 million. 90, Sebi, that positions, government positions, now can go 5,000 or a little above 5,000. And he said, it be 4 years, why don't you just let them sit aside and then you bring new people on board? No, more expertise. Say at least when they also come, at least and also bet me so much for ne microphone was on potem no muso kakra betimi asomano. But this time the president didn't do that. Look at the successive government about became from 1992 up to the year 2016. Akufo Addo winning power. There has been constant reshuffle. I remember the time of President Akufo. Matter the style that you exhibit must reflect the progress of the party. Don't forget to say you didn't come on your own strength to one as independent candidate and I will be winning a work for that matter and over the party B would be a party B ticket so and they will buy to the point that the general secretary of the New Patriotic Party had to hold a press conference and call on the president to demand for reshuffle. 19% can the papa Musa nani ministers, nani appointees, na ayen and could be able to swear. In 2% general secretary would have called for a reshuffle. Everybody was calling on the president to reshuffle his appointees. He would not listen. I remember after issued a statement and the president in an interview in Kumasi was break. I remember very well. The president said, Omu calling for reshuffle. He doesn't think so. Omu are genuine MPP members, but these are unemployed opposition elements. Omu pay to Can you imagine this doingful comment? Now
we no reflect on my nabatwa. Do one kwankoto.
I am telling you because se me won potemu bi na fane se me wetiwa east. Na se minim se akwa we ne yedi na bedi DCE wo me potemu ha. Wa bone proka beye 4 years. Yakasa mwa se ni ekoi emfa intimuyi no na fofromra na se mampanyi no te akonya so onyi na me uhum ehye me kosa e between two things either se me kwakoto abanetia me party na se me nto abanokura and that accounts for the low voter turnout no we will come to it very shortly. It's a contributing factor.
Afema me musadie bi various pieces no amugine mu mama nyuko no
various what
parliamentary candidates no amugine mu mama nyuko no adan ye mfa so boni mo wo mum mampani na nado de ye kan wo wodi ni bra wie ko enti mu aka mu no se wono kra na mo hwe na ada na mo hwe ye wura ba omi anim.
Okay, FM.
Nina, as for the pieces, you better me analyze omo strength and weakness. It is a subject for another day.
Okay.
But for now, our focus is on we are doing. We are trying to post-mortem analysis. I said, obi akabebi. Now, upese uhuni adekudi ekun nipano. Whether food poison or whether yari ebine ekun, you want to ube papa sabi. Body no send you can fish out in your sea and send next time and continue. Then you see fish the rot here and now never pro a profit and mean sign Mantanino and first warning but these are low hanging fruit. We don't want to go for the low hanging fruit. We are going for the Upemunankasa or no top one. Ghana for to Abamano and the and we are telling you on authority. Say the na maya bedu bedi do. Na party for na sabi. Ya fanya because nyatumu dosun. Man for nimpansa de we nkoyi but say omu be si omu boti mi apem aka no kure no na omu ye no okoka ene ye ne eye na kai national executives need to see omu boy fresi mampanyi squarely. for the public to know what was going on in the boardroom, I think we will not be here. I think we will not be here. Look, National Cathedral, Sabi, National Cathedral is the president's own dream and his own ambition. It is not in the MPP manifesto anywhere. We are presidential candidate. Now, saying Yanko Panso die. Say who we near, who be see as already Diana. Now, a ban is saying and when you were asked, say, why ben now be first or be see as already dying? Who's you? Why boto mena ankwa for ena sorry. After we be mampenia, then you change the narrative. Now you want government to commit its resources into the project. But we speak.
So Obama.
Yes, sir.
Sir, obi be di mampenia. Okase me ba me ya kwan mesi school me ye we ya. Sabi say ya nyini botom ena ode eka. Enti so okasa.
Enunti na amanyukuo bia ansa na ba be di o minus one abeko election who presented policies through the manifesto. Into all the manifesto no ba o kire kwan ya obefa so a obesi once it is in the manifesto no you say we need you are committing the national resources to getting it into fruition, but where it is not captured in the manifesto ye bisa o ma we si so dua say ye wo botom ni ankwankwa na sorry na ebesi no you don't come and change the narrative and enya no kwa keke senke bia wo ka ne sample na bia committee resources no and $58 million are so called to speak say yeti no na akomu and nketimi ready building no bia. I've been angry. Look at how the opposition NDC for taking National Cathedral no more twetwe ye wo to the point to say tokro na amna na eda ho no a nsu ato abegu mu kura no mo ye demonstration mo ko hoko swimi wo mu nyina etwetwa ho foni nyina. You think that the ordinary people sitting in Dema, sitting in Akumadan, sitting in Lipe, in the voter region na azim no, so who these images are obefa abai serious obeka say there be abai we mu waste yesika dodo nti mu nkona from bra, and that is exactly what has happened to us. Me tell mo na me wie ye DDEP this domestic haircut buy. Look, obi ayen savings onim say retirement afin obabe hanese ni retirement package, and then due to your mismanagement by the finance minister Ken Oforiatta, and that person no we saving why any savings no get affected. Now what should the investment? You think the person is going to forgive you? My brother, let's face the fact. You think that person is going to forgive you? So I can go on and cite 101 examples of policies and other unpopular decisions of Akufo Addo. Mama yabedu. Now, men came into Asubwa. Look at something like betting tax. Obi and I so Ebia or no to ni game now or no the PPP. Boys your money na ukada for any idea. Young guys betting idea. In fact, it is unfortunate, but say but that is the reality. Adi omoya no. Na so omo say oti omo tax omo wini na say ebia ni pay wini ebia 1,000 guys. Can I see this? Previously 90.
So Obama dan ho kakra mami.
Hello. Okay. As we speak, people are still paying COVID levy. People are paying G levy. So at a point, the vice president and as a presidential candidate, Dr. Baumia, ye campaign no kase onoba obeba be G levy over the cancel betting tax. Ni amafo no bisa na ne say se a we mampanyi abedi echi ade na wo mu an ye yi. Inti na wa me dwuma na be ye nyama Baumia ati say Baumia okay the policy. Meanwhile, Baumia is on record to have registered his displeasure about how do you call it, G levy. Baumia in an interview with Kwame Sevakai on Peace FM, no, for us to do away with cash in the system, electronic transactions, you be promote electronic transactions, then we don't have to tax it. So we don't have to tax Momo. But because Ken Oforiatta will list it, Ken Oforiatta will not list, and President will support Ken Oforiatta because of the relationship with him. This is where we are today. This is where we are today. Meaning, and you know what I'm saying now, our main tier, MPP, our party, your tier, Bemu, your coalition, then we get 41%. Mahama said it. Mahama, what be the man peninda and or no, doom so, under ONU freeze on public sector employment, under ONU, in fact, mismanagement of the economy, under ONU, so many things went wrong. I say Mahama has become a saint. Ghana for say Mahama Sambra. Now Mahama Sambra, Oma money 51% to Oma money 52, Oma money 53, Oma money 54, Oma money 55, poly 57. I say, oh my lord. Now Bonnie Ben MPPI, all because of Akufo Addo. Bonnie Ben Pan MPPI because of Akufo Addo. Akufo Addo who bufuo and I said Ghana for the Akoto Abey. Baumia became an unintended casualty. Baumia became an unintended casualty. I mean, Topa Bumunani say, Baumia Tini Baby. But because of Akufo Addo who bufuo and Nipan Akoto about say, Panza Baumia, Ube take over the any and Kamahama Mefa. And Unakusi.
Mammy Muso, a casual look at the results. The northern regions are urban. A consul say you say on where northern. It comes from the northern region, and then the Muslim factor. No, say so engagement will be so better to blame. Say at least you say Kahana Enya. I was not cabet me Kibiama.
I am, to be honest with you, I'm one person who does not believe in tribal and religious politics. Tribal and religious politics, I don't believe in it. In the sense, say, look, the NDC, in 1992, Jerry Rawlings of the Volta region, Eko Aka, Ifi Central region. This is a South-South ticket, and Omodiko election. They won, Meboana. In the year 1996, Rawlings, Atamils, South-South ticket, they won. MPP na yafa bibi atichire ye ho say ye fa Southerner say ye fa Northern vice presidential candidate na ye fa Northern presidential candidate say ye fa Southern vice presidential candidate ye na ye de bibi sa atichire Ghana for na nye no no mo hwewu Ghana for no he na sitine mu na wato aba inti regardless say una ufi zongo una uye tremoni una ufi north Ghana ni no so sabi oti north na say ade no ye ton 5 cedis ono so ton 5 cedis o so the south near ton 5 cities or no so ton into all my tintina things wo ye ni kromuni anasa wo ne nsum ba ko na wato sahaba no into sa religious any tribal politics no me I don't believe in it. I don't subscribe to that because and the result of this 2024 election is enough indication for all to see say it doesn't play a major role in Ghana's election. Ghana say Nigeria and some of the countries in the Sub-Saharan continent, they are so fixated on religion and tribe. In Ghana, it is not like that. Look at the vote in Ashanti region. Who would have thought, say, a day will come, NDC will get as many as 600,000 plus votes in Ashanti region? Who would have thought? But that is the reality today. Today, NDC seemingly is becoming attractive in Akan communities because Akan for also say, no, ye bottom ana ya system ni ye de to abana ye me he ni say chinchinanchi party way e wo homa ye akan so let's dispel that proposition. It has no place in our body politics. Let us go for the real fact, and the real fact is that Ghana today is sophisticated. He's so discerning say or any bottom no dia to abano. He will not focus on the dia way fi anasa suma way so it had little significance. And I think going forward, it is one of the things that MPP penny for. They should do away with that thing. Say, we free her. No, it is neither here nor there. So we represented the minority tribe, and this one, it has no significant bearing. Take your own uncle, Alan Tremanti, for instance. Alan Tremanti made people believe, say, oh, he's from Ashanti region, he was going to pull a surprise Ashanti vote. What was Alan's result in Ashanti region? Alan's result is 50,000 people. So clearly, it tells you, say, this kind of tribal, it has no place in our body politics. It means, that is why we are calling for reforms, restructuring of the party. Can say it is about time voter college, in electing your leaders at the constituency level, regional level, and the national level, as well as the presidential candidate. Now, all registered members of the New Patriotic Party in good standing should be allowed to vote. that kind of system, ma delegate kakrebi, me ankasa me no kasa, me am a delegate. And I am speaking against the delegate system because it is fraught with so many irregularities and so much corruption. Meaning, you don't think, say, look, there has been a pattern in recent times. Say, voters negative. Do you know where this thing is coming from?
Daddy. No.
Say, vote anika say, Mama Yensika, Yankotuaba, Nian Opeso Chirunyan say, Moma Yamu delegate Kakrebi, na Edu about one swa, Momokwako Yimu leaders, Yamobi 5,000, Yamobi 10,000, Yamobi 3,000, Yamobi fridge, Yamobi Bena, Kuka, and so on and so forth. Namomako Yi parliamentary candidate, no, and our presidential candidate, na Amaye. Na Edu Yanyaswa, Namaba say, Monsa Pan, Yankotuaban. You think, say, they are not watching, they are not listening, they are not observing? So it is about time, say, let's demystify this delegate system. Young claim fee honum. Let us allow the ordinary member of the party one register our kita card, our utiani dues, and then say a good standing member. They do about one yemo muntia. Na sebe say me wama saman constituency. Na say MPP for a higher beye ebia 30,000 and 40,000 no mukwa kotu aba e yon parliamentary candidate. Aspirant no beti mi amo ubia bribe. So we get to here now, bit me to a bit me constitute bribe. Won't me more be more than even 100 cities. Won't me more. What I say. So and won't me more says it means you cannot influence their choice of who becomes the leader in that constituency. And that is what we need to do. We cannot continue, and let me emphasize, we cannot continue to be exercising the same old style. The status quo must change. If not, we should not expect new results.
Okay. Mame na wase na me senya mpamfama o.
Asida ya wodia.
Afe ni asha ase nti ye be said nkomo chiri.
Matunia.
Bese be da spa on kan so. Kwaku tachi se Obama pokuase e de na atwe nkomo.
OKFM 101.7